So on Nawakwi, I strongly believe that if Hakainde Hichilema was faced with the reality of Nawakwi, that look, this woman is going. We read today that she knew, she even chose a coffin, she even chose the flowers and everything. She knew. And certainly the people around her, those who were whatever, they knew. But I don't think they had brought this to Hakainde Hichilema's attention and advised to say, I think in this situation, let's do this. Hakainde Hichilema would have benefited more politically to be seen as a human being. I mean, people like you. If that case was withdrawn, I mean, now you would have been talking very well to say, look, we knew about this, we were helping. That's why we even withdrew that case, because we wanted her to be well. That's that. I mean, who would argue with you? There will be no however. There will be no however. We will simply be saying, thank you very much for what you did. You know, it's the same thing that is with Nawakwi. It's the same thing. You could do better. But Nawakwi, she's gone. But GBM is still alive. And we are talking about these things. So can we have a situation so that tomorrow we don't start saying to say, you see, we told you. You see, we told you. It is not good. At the end of the day, we would have lost a life. I know other people are saying, no, but politicians are not special. What about whatever? Tabokawana really did address that issue. He said, government helps so many people, and it is true. It is true. By the fact that you don't know them, I mean, you may think that government is not doing it. But government is helping so many other people, that is for sure. These people, because they are known, their situation are being discussed in public. But there are so many people that are out there who are being helped by government, and they are not brought, on our programs because they are not public figures. So let us not be uncouth. Let us not be hard-hearted. No, because there are other prisoners, whatever. You don't know. We know about GBM. Can we consider GBM?
Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, from start to finish, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
But Nawakwi said, Nawakwi, they knew about her situation, her ailment, and the government stepped in. They were helping even before they evacuated her. They were, helping her in terms of medication. Very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. Tawokawana, very much appreciated. That is something positive, and we can never take it away. We can never take it away. If you helped Nawakwi, which, yes, you did. You helped Nawakwi in whichever way that you did. We appreciate it is something positive. We cannot ignore that. We cannot ignore that government did not intervene in Nawakwi's situation. We take that. We take that and we appreciate. However, I have a problem. The problem that I have is that if you people knew that Nawakwi was in this situation, surely how could you be dragging her kuma court in the manner that you did? How could you be dragging her kuma police in the manner that you did? Yet you knew that she was not okay. Surely, knowing the situation of a person like that, it should have made you people to pull back on your arsenals. But you kept on. No. Even when she was near at the point of death, you still wanted to go to her house and conduct, a court session on a deathbed. No. I've seen Hamonga Hamwene is saying the law is blind. No, my brother. Those language are political languages. Those languages are political languages. We say that we use the law when we want to run away, from our responsibility. We run away when we want to run away from our responsibility. We run away. But when it suits us, we pretend like the law is not there. We pretend like the law is not there. But really, if really we want to help, we cannot be talking about the law, whatever. No. If President Hakainde Hichilema wants to help, all this nonsense that you are talking about to say the law, what, he would actually help. When we talk about, being what? When we talk about helping people, when we talk about compassion, we don't talk about the law. When we talk about, helping the neighbor, we don't talk about the law. If you go in the Bible, when Jesus is speaking about the Good Samaritan, when he's talking about the Good Samaritan, he speaks of other people that passed. Another a priest, passed there and he looked to say, no, I'm late. I'm late because I have to go and save mass. I have to go for prayers. People are waiting. You would give those excuses, Another one passes, no, I can't touch this person because if I touch him, the law, they might accuse me, whatever, and you pass. You are running away from a responsibility. When it comes to life, we don't talk about the law. When we want to save life, we don't talk about the law. When we want to save life, we don't talk about what somebody did to you. You don't do that. You just do what you have to do. When it comes to life, when it comes to compassion, we don't talk about the law. So that is an excuse. And even that law which we have, our law is there, for us to use. It is there for us to use. Not the law to use us. Not the law for us to, to take advantage of, to run away from our responsibility. When it comes to life, when it comes to compassion, we don't talk about the law. We don't talk about whatever. No, we don't. You have to help the situation. This is the same thing with Nawakwi. Getting back to Nawakwi. Yes, there were all these issues that you believe Nawakwi should have answered for. But in that situation, I think by UPND, Kawana, I think what you should have done is to pump some brakes on your cases. Surely. And this is where I felt like, President Hakainde Hichilema was fixing Nawakwi. But in that situation, why continue, putting pressure on a person that that is terminally ill? When a person is terminally ill, why continue like that? And yet on the other side, you are allowing for them to buy medicine, for them to do whatever. Which is good. So, it would have been, imagine what would have happened, if at some point realizing how sick Nawakwi was. Imagine what would have happened for the state to withdraw those cases so that she can just be in bed and, not to be stressed. Because actually, when you are stressed, it gets worse. So, yes, we appreciate what you did for Nawakwi. We appreciate. I'm not refusing that. I will not deny, I will not quarrel with you about it. I say this is very good. It was good. But you could have done better. You could have done better not to press on the cases. But somehow I feel that some of these things, the responsibility falls on the people that are serving in government. I know some of these things fall on some people that are serving in government, because you believe that you have been given a responsibility, to make sure that Nawakwi goes to jail. Even when you realize to say Nawakwi is not okay, you can't have the courage to go back to your boss and say, boss, the situation doesn't look good. I think this is where Hakainde Hichilema is lacking. This is where we need to be honest with our leaders. We need to be honest with our leaders. Sometimes it's not that they don't want. Sometimes it is us who are failing our leaders because we don't want to tell them the truth. We don't want to tell them the truth. We don't want to challenge them. We don't want to appeal to them. I'm sure if somebody had gone and confronted President Hakainde Hichilema about Nawakwi to say, Your Excellency or Mr. President, I think we should discontinue this. I don't think Hakainde Hichilema would have been adamant to say, no, continue. I don't think so. Even when that prosecutor was making an application to move the court into the house, I don't think I can blame that on Hakainde Hichilema. I blame it on the prosecutor. I blame it on the prosecutor. You are the one, because you wanted to show that, you are working, you are pushing an agenda that you have been tasked to do. You are achieving, you are getting results. But unfortunately, you missed an opportunity, to go back to your leaders and say, look, I think the situation doesn't look good here. I strongly believe Hakainde Hichilema would insist to say, no. Go and conduct the court in our house. So this message goes also to some of you people who are working in government, especially those of you who are surrounding the president. Some of our situations, it's because some of you, you believe that no, Hakainde Hichilema hates Tayari. And so you work so hard to fix Tayari. You work so hard to fix that. And yet, maybe you could help your boss to say, Tayari is actually a good guy. Tayari is actually a citizen. Can we consider this situation? But you don't. Instead, when you go, you want to fuel now. Yeah, he was even on Facebook. He was even whatever. Most of the times, people don't want to, speak positive of others when they are before leaders. This is the problem. They don't want to say something positive. They fuel the negativity. It is everywhere. Even with Edgar Lungu. I know, even with Edgar Lungu. They don't want to speak something positive to Edgar Lungu about HH. And even those who are with Edgar Lungu, Hakainde Hichilema, they don't want to speak something positive about Edgar Lungu. They keep on fueling the acrimony. So on Nawakwi, I strongly believe that if Hakainde Hichilema was faced with the reality of Nawakwi, that look, this woman is going. We read today that she knew, she even chose a coffin, she even chose the flowers and everything. She knew. And certainly the people around her, those who were whatever, they knew. But I don't think they had brought this to Hakainde Hichilema's attention and advised to say, I think in this situation, let's do this. Hakainde Hichilema would have benefited more politically to be seen as a human being. I mean, people like you. If that case was withdrawn, now you would have been talking very well to say, look, we knew about this, we were helping. That's why we even withdrew that case, because we wanted her to be well. That's I mean, who would argue with you? There will be no however. There will be no however. We will simply be saying, thank you very much for what you did. So this is where we could do better. The same thing comes to GBM. The same thing comes to GBM. You know, GBM is there. And Thabo Kawana was saying, no. We wanted the GBM to go out there, but he's a convict, you know, and the institutions cannot, as refusing, they are refusing. Of course, Thabo Kawana was being smart as he is. He's very smart, Thabo Kawana, when he's talking. He's very, very smart, very convincing. Very convincing. He has a gift. Certainly, we can't take away from that. We can't take away that from Thabo Kawana. Very smart. And I must tell you, I actually commended him the way he delivered that press conference. But Thabo Kawana, no hospital refuses to treat convicts. There is no hospital. A hospital cannot refuse to treat somebody based on the fact that he's a convict. No. The issue is, it's the conditions that you set, where you are saying, no, there must be somebody 24/7. There must be somebody 24/7. And some of these hospitals, I mean, they don't want that. They want their patients to recuperate, you know, without the pressure of seeing a police officer, seeing a police warder. How can you recuperate? You are looking at a police warder. It stresses you. Psychologically, it is not something that is recommended in hospitals. So I'm sure they were refusing based on that. They were refusing based on that. The conditions that you had set. And yes, we agree. GBM has been convicted. But GBM's case has been appealed. Why not give him bail? 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 And GBM's case, at the same time, really, it is a case that it is not like these other cases. Okay, there are some cases that you look at to say, I mean, this case really, this person better just save, you know, even if you appeal, you know, you will not go anywhere. You will not go anywhere. Sometimes the problem that we have is also our lawyers. Our lawyers don't want to tell us the truth sometimes. They know that really you stand no chance. You know, you stand no chance. Instead of negotiating, they'll be there insisting to say, no, let's go to court. Let's go to court, especially when you are paying. No, let's go. But they know that your case doesn't stand a chance. But this is not the situation with GBM's case. GBM's case is not a case where he stole from government. No. GBM did not steal from government. GBM did business with government. He did business with government. And we have come to see the letters that actually he declared interest. He was cleared by ACC. He was cleared by the president then. So there are high chances of GBM's case being overturned. There are high chances of GBM's case being overturned. This is not a situation of somebody that stole, that did deal and got money out of government system. No, he only did business with government. So for that matter, really, we can have some consideration. We can have some consideration to say, let's give him bail. Because if you give him bail, he will go wherever he wants to go as a free person. We have a number of people that have been going to hospitals. They are on bond. For example, Findlay. Findlay is one of those people that, I think you have handled the case of Findlay very well. You know, because he goes to South Africa, he comes back. I think that is very good. Why can't you extend that to GBM? I know our situation, some of us, who have skipped court, we have become refugees, like Avena Ntwankane, Avena JJ Banda, Ntwankane Kaiza Zulu. I know we have not helped the situation. Me, I must agree that because I know now people consider, government or the judiciary, they think twice. before they give bond or bail. Because when they want to give bond or bail, they are like, if we give this guy, he will join Chulufatayari. Yeah, we understand. But I think there are certain situations that requires that discretion, requires your compassion, and you place the responsibility on the person, because from your side you are doing good. If you give GBM bail and then GBM decides to join Chulufatayari, at least on your part you would be saying, we did what was right. At least you'll be saying you did what was right. You did what was right. Other than GBM dies, in prison. What are you going to say? You say, no, the hospital refused, whatever. You could have given him bail. You could have given him bail. What is better, to have Chulufatayari arrive in exile than to have Chulufatayari dead? What is better? In this case, with GBM, what is better? Because you might be scared to say, no, if we let GBM go, he will not come back. What is better to you, to have GBM alive or to have GBM dead in prison? What is better? What is better? Sometimes you just make these decisions. What is better? What is better? Would you prefer GBM dead, or would you prefer GBM alive, even if he decides to go? Because okay, yes, that may be the fear, but really, even if that is the situation, GBM goes out there and he doesn't come back, what would you prefer? Would you prefer GBM? No, it's better he dies here than he goes out there. No, what is better? What is better? Even me, I may be a nuisance, but I'm sure he's happy that I'm alive. I know. Much as I may be a nuisance to him, much I might be a pain on him, but I know he's happy that I'm alive. He's a human being. He's a parent. I've got children. I've got this and that. So he's happy that I'm alive. He's happy that I'm alive. If he hears that Chulufatayari is dead, I know you feel bad. The same thing with GBM. Do you want GBM to die in prison? Or you would rather give him bail, he goes out there. If he doesn't come back, that is up to him. That is to say, well, we did our part. But I think he would come back. I think GBM would not go. He was there. He had an opportunity to run away. He could have gone. If really GBM wanted to go, he wouldn't have waited for the day of judgment. He would have gone. GBM has got capacity more than some of us. Some of us, we are even refugees. We are seeking help from the international community. But GBM may not even need that. So he would have gone. But bottom line is, you could do better to allow GBM to go out there. You, at least from your side, you would have done your part. You would have done, the human thing. You would have done the Christian thing, than to say, no, we can't let him. Would you want GBM dead, or would you want GBM to go out there, seek medical attention? Leave that responsibility on him. Talk to him. GBM, look, we know you are a convict. You are supposed to be in prison, but look, we have considered your situation. Can you be reasonable? We are going to release you. But just go and seek medical attention and come back. There is a way to GBM's situation. The situation is that GBM is facing a charge that has been appealed. Okay, he has been convicted, yes, but he has appealed. So, can we consider that? And of course, somebody will bring up the nonsense of to say, no, it is the courts and whatever. Please. We know better about these things. I'm sure you and I, we cannot be talking about this and whatever, but we can help the situation. And the way that we can help is to let GBM go on, be given bail and let him go freely. Let him go freely. The fear of no, GBM might not come back. Well, if he doesn't come back, you can hold your press conference and speak to the Zambian people to say, look, how unreasonable these people can be. We saw that he was sick. We gave him bail and he's not coming back. At least that would be good. Then tomorrow, GBM dies where he is. I mean, and you start saying, no, it's the same thing that is with Nawakwi. It's the same thing. You could do better. But Nawakwi, she's gone. But GBM is still alive. And we are talking about these things. So can we have a situation so that tomorrow we don't start saying to say, you see, we told you. You see, we told you. It is not good. At the end of the day, we would have lost a life. I know other people are saying, no, but politicians are not special. What about whatever? Tabokoana really did address that issue. He said, government helps so many people, and it is true. It is true. By the fact that you don't know them, I mean, you may think that government is not doing it. But government is helping so many other people, that is for sure. These people, because they are known, their situation are being discussed in public. But there are so many people that are out there who are being helped by government, and they are not brought, on our programs because they are not public figures. So let us not be uncouth. Let us not be hard-hearted. No, because there are other prisoners, whatever. You don't know. We know about GBM. Can we consider GBM?
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.